Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another Maybe Monthly vlog. This is the vlog for October 2025. For some reason, I'm like a maniac right now, so I'm going to try to slow down a little bit. But before we get into everything today, as usual, I just want to thank everybody for the continued support. And I have a small special announcement that this Saturday at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, so noon CST, we're going to be doing a live stream of Vantage. So come on through for that. I'm looking forward to doing that with you guys and testing this out. This is something I've wanted to do ever since Vantage released. So I think this is a good opportunity to try it out. I've got the time Saturday. So come on through for that. And we'll check it out and we'll see how it goes. This may inform some other decisions we have in the future. So can you stop whining? It's almost her birthday. October is actually, she'll be a year old. So that's Roxy, my puppy. My other dogs are in here too, but she's over there whining because I'm alone and she can't be trusted by herself. So I'm dad watching her. Anyway, I'm going to try to make these a little shorter because I think sometimes I go a little long. So just kind of going over stuff we played last month. There was a ton of new stuff, lots of crowdfunding. Mostly want to highlight the South Tigris trilogy expansions. Really enjoyed playing all of those. And I have a Moon Saga playthrough coming up over the next maybe month and a half or 2 months, just depending on how we space it out. But it's all recorded, so it's all ready to drop and ready to go. But I want to space those out a little bit. So we had that, and then Luthier, the newest from Paverson, worker placement game, really cool, gorgeous components, all that stuff. But really neat kind of game. I don't have a game very much like that with the kind of blind bidding and hiding your worker kind of thing. AI is super slick, super smart. David Digby is the designer of that, and I feel like I always see, Dave Turtsy talked about in Solo for his designs, but David Digby does a really, really great job at the Solo designs he works on. So big shout out to that game, and we'll probably do a playthrough of that in October, especially because the rules are still relatively fresh. Invincible, the card game, we did a playthrough of. I'll probably do another playthrough of that. That's the reskin of Astronauts. It's basically Astronauts with a couple extra things in it. So those are kind of the highlights from this past month. Coming up for October, we have, like I said, the Moon Saga stuff. I've got this on my table to learn, so I'm hoping to get this learned in the next couple days and get a video out for you by next week at the latest. It's a very heavy game, so I've got to read the rulebook. I've got it right here, and I got to kind of go over how all it works and things like that. So that's going to definitely be coming. Maybe in September I got all my I kickstarted a lot of the promos for the Board and Dice catalog. So there was like Windmill Valley and some in Barcelona, Nucleum. I was supposed to get some promos for Minos, but they for whatever reason just didn't come, and they have to send me new ones. Can you stop? There's a couple promos for like Reef Project. I actually got it, and then they gave a random promo for one of their Essen releases, and I got a random promo for Tiencia, which was awesome, so I got another player board. So I'm thinking about doing some playthroughs of some of those Board and Dice games over the next couple weeks, especially because Minos and Windmill Valley and Nucleum are getting expansions at Essen, and Essen is obviously this month. Also, the new T game, Thebai. I thought, Thebai, whatever. The new T game is also coming this month, so probably the next couple months we'll throw in some Board and Dice stuff as stuff happening. There's a lot of Essen releases actually that I'm really interested in that are straight to retail. There's AR Children of the Sun, which is the next one from Fabio Lapiano. That is in the line with Merv and St. Corey. We did St. Corey earlier in the year. I'll probably do Merv at some point too, just to have playthroughs of all of them. Sorry, she's biting her nails. Hey, stop it. That's coming out. There's another one from German Milian, who did, I think he's most famous for Bitoku, but last year Menefer was the big game that he did, and then he also did the year before that Sabika, which I really enjoyed both those games. I also need to do another playthrough of Menefer soon. But he's got one coming through Devere called Covenant, which I'm interested in. So that's another one to be on the lookout for. Of course, there's the SETI expansion and the Galileo Galilei expansion, so I'm looking forward to both of those. The two games from Tomas Holak I really, really liked, especially SETI. I've said that's probably one of my top 10 games. He's got another game coming out of Essen this year that I'm not super interested in because it's from Delicious Games, and Vladimir Suchi made the solo mode, and it's beat your own score, and I just don't want to deal with that, so I'm probably not going to pick that up. But Tea Garden, his last year's, one of his other games at Essen last year, is getting an expansion that has the solo mode included in it. Solo mode for Tea Garden is a official print and play, but I was just going to wait for the expansion to come out and just get both of those and get that. So that's probably coming the next couple of months, this month, next month. It kind of just really depends on when they're available in the U.S. Not everything that releases at Essen is immediately available here, so this is going to kind of depend. I think the SETI expansion is probably a good chance at coming sooner than later because it's CGE. But in terms of like some of the other stuff that Capstone's doing, I don't know that that they're going to make it here in time for this year. Although I guess Sanctuary should be hitting, and I think that's also releasing in the U.S. In October and November, which is the kind of reimplementation of Ark Nova. Forestry was an interesting game that I'm not totally sure about. Oh, Aquaria is actually being done by Capstone as well. So Forestry says November or December through Capstone's website. But the expansions for Galileo Galilei and Tea Garden aren't on there yet, so we probably won't get those for a bit. But anyway, so we'll kind of see. I mean, it's going to really come down to what's running around, what's available. The other thing was I mentioned that I wanted to do Final Girl. That may not happen because I just don't feel like doing it. And if I don't feel like doing it, I'm not going to do it. It's kind of just what it is. So we may or may not have Final Girl for October, which is kind of funny because it's October and I love Halloween. So that's kind of what we got going on for October. Oh, the October poll that you guys had voted on in September for the space theme that we had done. I had chosen 4 games that was space themes. The 2 winners were Alien Encounters, or Legendary Encounters Alien and Circadian's First Light. So I've got playthroughs of those coming out for in October for you guys. So that's kind of it for sure. Of course, things are subject to change. I got my notice that my address is locked in for Ada's Dream, so that could be coming anytime. So there's just always crowdfunding coming on my doorstep. There's always I messed up and didn't do my pledge manager in time for I Made You a Mixtape, so that should be here at any point too, especially because the fulfillment center is down the street. It's within driving distance, like half an hour at most. So crowdfunding comes in. Of course, we're going to do stuff with that, but yeah, just kind of be on the lookout. The Moon Saga kind of thing's probably the main thing that I'm definite on in this. I've got the Lost Ruins of Arnak adventure chest, so we'll be doing some Arnak this month as well. I've got to get that out and get the new stuff played. So we'll kind of see what we're feeling for this month. What I did want to do is for November, kind of in spirit of the South Tigers trilogy of being dice that kind of mechanically, those things all mechanically share dice as a particular mechanism. I wanted to theme the November poll off of games with dice. So there are all kinds of different games. They're going to be very different weights, different styles of games. So I'll have you guys vote on those for November. And the 4 options are going to be Tikenu, Obelisk of the Sun, my favorite T game, one of the very first games, Heavy Euros I got, and I absolutely love that game, top 10 game of mine, which I feature on the channel. Creature Caravan, cool tower building worker placement game. I feature that on channel as well. 20 Strong. I realized I haven't featured any of 20 Strong on the channel, but the new 20 Strong just delivered, and I have that. So I have all of the 20 Strong content so far. So I thought that'd be a good opportunity to kind of maybe, if you guys are interested, get that game out. And if 20 Strong is like kind of polling high, I may put it out on which one you guys want to see. Of the 4, there's more than 4, but there's like the fairy tale stuff, and then there's the individual like Solar Sentinels and Hoplomachus and Too Many Bones. So we'll see how that works out. I may just do the new stuff. And then Mercurial, that's like a twofold because I wanted to play. I've played this only a handful, like 2 or 3 times, and I haven't even played it with the like AI. So I'd like to get that played. And the Kickstarter for the next one just got announced, and so I'm kind of interested in that too. So this would be a good opportunity to get this game out. It's a really pretty game, and of course it's just got dice, and it's like resource conversions and things like that. So that's another option for this month. So those are the 4 games: Tikenu, Creature Caravan, Mercurial, and 20 Strong. So go ahead and tell me in the comments which ones we want to see, or vote in the poll. and we'll have those out for November. So those are the November games. So yeah, so the first thing I wanted to sort of address is I'm not gonna finish doing out the 5x5. I'm gonna finish doing the playthroughs that I've already recorded, and I will upload those. So those are gonna probably be some of the content you guys will see over the next couple months. Because I have them recorded, I might as well put them out. But I'm not gonna go any farther. It mostly comes down to, from my own personal perspective, it seemed like the views on them weren't as high as they initially were. Obviously, new stuff gets viewed more. But some of my games, like some of the heavier Euro games, or medium to heavier Euro games, seem to get more views. That seems to be your guys' kind of thing you like about my channel, which, of course, those are my favorite kind of games as well. But I'm thinking you guys aren't really into them, it seems like, as much from a viewer perspective. I don't really feel like doing them because it just seems like I'm not into doing them. I like those games, and I think those are great games. And Dune Imperium is it was my favorite game of last year, or like my favorite game as of 2024. But it's just like if I'm not in the mood to do them, or I'd rather play something else, I'd rather focus on that. And then that takes away from like if I'm forcing myself to do them, which I'm having deja vu of having this conversation about something else. So I think I've spoken about this on the channel before. I got to be in the mood for it, by the right mindset to do it. I don't want to commit to stuff and then turn around and not do it. So, and then when I put the poll out, most people were indifferent to it, but of the people that had a preference, most people said they'd rather me play other stuff. So all that being said, what I have recorded will come out, but we're not going to finish it out. And you know, I'm a quitter in other ways too, because I had a personal 10x10 that I ended up quitting and never just finishing. So it ended up just being kind of what it is. I just need to learn not to try to like say I'm going to do something and then like be, you know, flaky about it come the time when it matters. The Moon Saga thing, I've already recorded the entire thing, so it's definitely happening because I've got it all done. So anyway, just wanted to get that out of the way. It's not a big deal really, and I really appreciate you guys giving me the grace and giving me the patience about that, and just really it means a lot that you guys are just like into whatever I want to put out. And of course, I know some games get more viewers than others. I'm going to see something in next year. I'm going to pose a question that might be radical, but we'll kind of see when it gets to that point. I need to do a little bit of analysis. But yeah, there could be some things happening next year that I want to kind of tailor things to make sure that if I'm going to spend the time to doing them, that you guys are enjoying them. So yeah, just quick aside there. So as I've mentioned in the past, and you guys know, I should have done this. I think I did this last year. I think it was last year. But I love Halloween. October is my favorite year or favorite month of the year because I love Halloween. I love all the Halloween stuff leading to Halloween. I love fall, of course, because it's just like things are cooler. When I used to drink coffee a lot more, I did like coffee, like pumpkin spice stuff. I don't drink as much beer very often, but I liked a lot of pumpkin beers and like the pumpkin stouts and stuff. I don't really drink beer that much because it's just a bunch of calories and carbs that I shouldn't be having. But yeah, no, I really like this time of year. It's like things are winding down. It's kind of, you know, I've always loved October and Halloween. So last year I think I talked about some different horror things I liked and things like that. So I'm just going to pose that question to you guys. You know, I've got more subscribers since last year. But are you guys into Halloween? Do you guys like horror as a genre? If you do you like horror shows? Do you like horror movies, horror books, horror video games? Like, how do you consume horror podcasts? Like, how do you guys consume that? If you do like that stuff. If you do like that stuff, what shows and movies have you been watching or enjoying recently? I think with this has been a really, really great year for horror movies. There's been a ton of horror movies. Let me just see. And I haven't even seen them all, unfortunately. But we just watched Bring Her Back, which I really, really enjoyed. Weapons, probably one of my favorite movies this year. It was a crazy movie. If you guys have seen Barbarian and Weapons being the same director. What else was there? There was, now that I'm like putting it on the spot, I can't remember. Oh, Sinners was incredible. Sinners was really great. I just watched 28 Years Later. It was interesting, I think, knowing that the second one's coming out very soon for that, or the fourth one, however you want to do it. The sequel to 28 Years Later is coming out very soon in January. It makes me, like, I would have been mad, I guess, if I didn't know that was coming so soon. The Monkey was great, kind of a horror comedy. I swear there was a few other things. I haven't seen Him yet, which I'm looking forward to seeing very soon. or Together. I haven't seen. What else is on here? Trying to see what else. There's I don't know. There's just quite a bit of I feel like there's been a lot of very good horror films this year. Oh yeah, here's a good. Was Oddity wasn't this year? Was Oddity this year? That was a crazy movie too. That might have been last year. Oh, Final Destination Bloodlines was great. That was just a fun movie. They're fun. That's why it's that. Trying to see what else is there. Anyway, Black Phone 2 is coming out soon. Oh, The Conjuring 4 was pretty good. We saw that. So yeah, so horror. This is my time of the year, and I really enjoy horror films. I don't know if there's any horror shows, at least recently, that I've watched or really enjoyed. The Pennywise, the Welcome to Derry is coming out at the end of the month, so I'm going to be looking forward to that as well. Romulus was last year, Alien Romulus. But Alien Earth was this year, and that was awesome. Alien Earth was awesome. So Alien Earth was this year, was a show. Predator, I don't know if you'd call Predator, it seems more like an action film, but it's kind of in that same line a little bit. The Long Walk was really good. It's dystopian kind of thriller, but it's Stephen King. I mean, The Long Walk was awesome. So that was a really great movie. I'm trying to see if there was anything else that was pretty cool. Yeah, that's that stuff. Not very many horror video games. I guess The Last of Us kind of falls in that as a show. I've got the first game downloaded on Steam, and I just haven't played it. Like, I downloaded it back when I went to Hawaii to play it, and then like the Switch 2 came out, and then I've been playing like Cyberpunk, and I'm almost finished with Donkey Kong, just in time for Pokemon ZA to come out. So I don't know if I'll get to Last of Us, but that's another one. But yeah, I don't know. And then aside from like board games, I think the only like horror board game that I own is Final Girl, which is right down here, which is why I keep looking down there. Final Girl, I mean, I guess kind of Alien Encounters or Alien Legendary. Do I have anything else that would be classified as horror? Probably not. So anyway, this is my favorite time of year, and I love horror. So if you guys are into horror, what are some of the things you guys have been consuming that are of the horror genre, whether it be movies, TV show, books, podcasts, things like that? And if you don't like horror, do you guys like the fall? Do you guys what about fall do you guys like? I mean, this is just a really nice time of year. It's going to be a busy year for me at work, so that's also, I don't want to commit to too many things from a video perspective because I don't know what's going to get recorded because work's going to be nuts this month for me. But yeah, so I don't know. That's it. I'm going to try to make these a little shorter, so we got under 20 minutes here. But yeah, that's going to be it. As always, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thank you guys so much for all the constant and continued support. And again, this Saturday, October 4th at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, we're going to be doing a live stream of Vantage, so come through for that. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.